May 23rd, 1844, signalizes the commencement of the most turbulent period of the heroic age of the Baha'i era, an age which marks the beginning of the most glorious epoch in the greatest cycle in the spiritual history of mankind. A span of only 9 short years marks the duration of this most spectacular, this most tragic, this most eventful period of the first Baha'i century. It was ushered in by the birth of a revelation whose bearer posterity will acclaim as the point round whom the realities of the prophets and messengers revolve, and terminated with the first stirrings of a still more potent revelation, whose day, Baha'u'llah himself affirms, every prophet hath announced, for which the soul of every divine messenger hath thirsted, and through which God hath proved the hearts of the entire company of his messengers and prophets. The opening scene of the initial act of this great drama took place in the upper chamber of the modest residence of the son of a mercer in Shiraz, in an obscure corner of that city. The time was the hour before sunset on the 22nd day of May, 1844. The participants were the Bab, a 25-year-old Siyyid of pure and holy lineage, and the young Mullah Hussein, the first to believe in him. Their meeting immediately before that interview seemed to be purely fortuitous. The interview itself was protracted till the hour of dawn. While the host remained closeted alone with his guest, the sleeping city was not even remotely aware of the momentous import of their conversation. No record has passed to posterity of that unique night, save the fragmentary but highly illuminating account that fell from the lips of Mullah Hussein. I sat spellbound by his evidence, oblivious of time and of those who awaited me. He himself has testified, after describing the nature of the questions he put to his host, and the conclusive replies he received from him, replies which had established beyond the shadow of a doubt the validity of his claim to be the promised Qaim. Suddenly, the call of the Muezzin, summoning the faithful to their morning prayer, awakened me from the state of ecstasy into which I seemed to have fallen. All the delights, all the ineffable glories which the Almighty has recounted in his book as the priceless possessions of the people in paradise, these I seemed to be experiencing that night. Methinks I was in a place of which it could truly be said, therein no toil shall reach us, and therein no weariness shall touch us. No vain discourse shall they hear therein, nor any falsehood, but only the cry, peace, peace. Their cry therein shall be, glory to thee, O God, and their salutation therein, peace. And the close of their cry, praise be to God, Lord of all creatures. Sleep had departed from me that night. I was enthralled by the music of that voice which rose and fell as he chanted. Now swelling forth as he revealed verses of the Qaimul Azma, again acquiring ethereal, subtle harmonies as he uttered the prayers he was revealing. At the end of each invocation he would repeat this verse: far from the glory of thy Lord, the all-glorious, be that which his creatures affirm of thee. and peace be upon his messengers, and praise be to God, the Lord of all beings. This revelation, Mullah Hussein has further testified, so suddenly and impetuously thrust upon me, came as a thunderbolt which, for a time, seemed to have benumbed my faculties. I was blinded by its dazzling splendor and overwhelmed by its crushing force. Excitement, joy, awe, and wonder stirred the depths of my soul. Predominant among these emotions was a sense of gladness and strength which seemed to have transfigured me. How feeble and impotent, how dejected and timid I had felt previously. Then I could neither write nor walk, so tremulous were my hands and feet. Now, however, the knowledge of his revelation had galvanized my being. I felt possessed of such courage and power that were the world, all its peoples and its potentates, to rise against me, I would, alone and undaunted, withstand their onslaught. The universe seemed but a handful of dust in my grasp. I seemed to be the voice of Gabriel personified, calling unto all mankind, "Awake, for lo, the morning light has broken. Arise, for his cause is made manifest. The portal of his grace is wide open. Enter therein, O peoples of the world, for he who is your promised one is come."
I am the promised one. I am the one whose name you have for 1,000 years invoked, at whose mention you have risen, whose advent you have longed to witness, and the hour of whose revelation you have prayed God to hasten. Verily I say, it is incumbent upon the peoples of both the East and the West to obey my word and to pledge allegiance to my person. I am